Hi, good evening. I'm Gina, and yesterday I began my second week of juice feasting, and it's actually been a pretty good experience so far. I had mentioned in my last video that yesterday was Martin Luther King holiday for me, so I had the day off, and I had big plans, a lot of plans with my family scheduled for the day, and I was a little bit anxious about going over and bringing my juices along with me, and but it was a very full day, and it was a great day. My family ended up barbecuing hamburgers and potatoes and corn on the cob, and it looked delicious. And I sat at the table with them, enjoyed the company while I sipped my juice, and they asked me all kinds of questions about my juice and how things are going, and they were really surprised, but they were supportive, and that really means the world to me. I was really tempted yesterday. I took my grandmother. She's 89 years old, and I took her shopping, and we were gone for probably about 3 hours, longer than I thought we were going to be. But it's good because she got a lot of the things that she needed to. And on our way home, she asked me if I wanted to go get something to eat. I knew she wanted to treat me. And I just said, no, thank you, Grandma. I'm good. I'm okay. And she saw me drinking my juice, and she was asking questions, and I think she understands what my goals are. And so I really would have appreciated the time to sit down and have a meal with her, just her and I. But you know what? It's just not right now. And there will be time, God willing. There will be time, and I know that right now this is the time for me to take care of me and my health. So I feel good about that. Let's see what else. I think I've been really thirsty lately, and almost more thirsty than hungry. And so I've only, for example, today it's in the evening right now, about 8:30, 8:40, and I've only had 80 ounces of juice. And I think the goal typically, generally speaking, is about a gallon, which I think is 128 ounces. And so last week I was drinking about 96 ounces, so I'm kind of about 16 ounces short. And I'm feeling good right now. I actually just refilled my bottle of water up to 32 ounces, and I probably won't finish that before bed, but I just feel thirsty for some reason. I'm not sure why, and so I'm just trying to listen to my body and whether I'm hungry or not. So when I'm hungry, I drink a juice, and when I'm thirsty, I drink water, and so just trying to be intuitive about that, which is a new thing for me. I have not really had sort of that fine-tuned listening to my body. And so this is kind of a new muscle I'm working out. The other thing I was going to mention is trying to remember. Going to have to edit this part out. What was it that I was going to mention? Oh, yes, I remember now. So I weighed myself yesterday, Monday, and I continued to lose the weight. Unfortunately, I didn't weigh myself on day one of the juice feasting. I had weighed myself on January the 6th, which was 8 days prior to me doing the feasting. And I've definitely, obviously, lost some weight. And I'm trying not to spend too much time thinking about the numbers, doing the math in my head, obsessing over the scale. I don't want to get on the scale more than once a week. I really just want to listen to my body. I want the objective of this journey to be about just getting my health back, and obviously I know that will include losing some weight, which will make me happy and on many levels. And but I don't want this to become a numbers game. And I think there can be a lot of disappointment and ups and downs, and kind of that roller coaster ride when you start to play the numbers game, and I just don't want to go there. So I'm actually competing in this. It's called Diet Bet. It's a loose definition of competing, but basically it's this application you download on your phone, and people basically buy into this into a game, and I think it's like $35. And the more people who contribute, who buy in, the bigger the pot. And so at the end of I think like 30-day competitions. And so at the end of the 30 days, you submit your photos, and apparently there are judges that look at these photos and just to make sure everything is legit. And if you've met your goal weight, which the goal is to lose 4% of your body weight in those 30 days. And so as long as you've met that 4%, or if you've lost that 4%, then you either at least get your money back or you win more. So the more people who contribute, and then if those people don't follow through and don't lose the weight, then they lose their $35. So I'm doing that, and that's kind of just an accountability thing. I don't want to lose my $35. I want to get my $35 back or more, and stay true to my goal. I've been really tempted today. I kind of had a rough evening. Kind of fell through on a commitment that just didn't live up to my word, and that doesn't feel good. And my first inclination was I wanted to eat. And so I ran to Trader Joe's, and just stayed in the produce aisle and go to any of the other aisles, and got a bunch of more fresh produce to kind of redeem my evening and my ego a little bit. So I feel better about that. Anyway, that's all for now, and I still don't know how long I'm going to be doing this for, but I'm at least committed to doing this for 2 weeks, since I'm now in week 2, and I'm feeling really great about it. So see you later. Have a good night.